I think that the only thing that's left is if I go full transcendence and then I have like one day, or I would play like one day and then that would be it. That'd be the end. Or like, cause it the only reason I can it's like I could just keep doing this and then watch myself like fall apart, or just do like one last thing where it's just like where I could end up like hurting myself a lot and stuff, but still like probably like play at the level I want to play more so and present that. But it'll take like everything of me that's left basically. Rather than and it that's what's really sad because like I know exactly how this could have worked out, and then and I tried everything I possibly could. So I know that I could have like I could have found the ways around to manage the pain, just like all the different pains just enough, but my parents didn't support anything to help any of it. So but that's the biggest shame because I was so close the whole time. And then to like overcome like the different addictions that I had and like figure out exactly how you're supposed to live and like all the different things that were holding back, and yeah, just the amount of pain that comes with that when I was so close, and the amount of energy and effort I put in to correct everything. Uh, and then all the pain I put myself through just to like, because for the what was worth it to me, and then what I could see could come to fruition if I continued. But then my parents, that's why it's yeah. There's not even a fraction of the energy that they put in that I put in, that I know I put in every single day, and I didn't die because of that. That's the only reason. I had to put everything in me. And then my parents just got to just go around lying to people and just being garbage forever. Because for me, it's not worth it if I'm just gonna hurt myself and then I spend the whole rest of the night like in agony, and then and I don't even get to sleep until like what time, and then the whole thing repeats again, and then I finally get myself to play, but I'm like stuck debating if it's even worth it for so many hours. It's really, 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 really hard. And then like yeah, what else can I say or do? Like it's really hard because I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. And then I know I don't know, man. Like I know exactly what was worth it, and how I could have achieved it. I still, it's still possible even. And that's what's the hardest thing, cause like I could correct this stuff. My parents broken, completely broken people. That yeah. It's like like I'm putting all my energy into this thing, and then it's taking like everything to like deal with the pain, and then it's like all by myself. And then every damn pain came from my parents ignoring. It's so hard to live with because I'm not responsible. And then I was just, the last like 10, the whole, and I risk just going back into it, and the only, this is why, because I'm only getting stimulus from going back to talking about it now. And then the music isn't enough, and that's the only way, like, it's like, this kind of thing only happens if you try, and you put all your energy into everything, and then you try every damn thing, and then you're literally just out of options over and over again, and then you're still having to try within these broken parameters that, and I'm just too smart to like I'm too aware of every damn thing, so it can't not just completely hurt me, and like it can't not aggravate me because I know exactly how I'm just, they're like killing me. They're like through these specific details that I need to have fixed, or else there's just no way. It's like so simple if they just ever listened to me. I'm not just the average person. Like I have these weird things, but like if you just listen and help with those things, then everything could be fine. But they never ever was. Like I know I'm not just an average person. And by the time like I'm standing so much, it's just math again. It's just mathematics. Cause like I stand a certain amount of hours, I can only put up with so much pain, putting pressure on these different areas, and then like it doesn't matter because like there's no explain. And then the only people that would help me, like had any means, were them because they had the money. And then I'd always just capitulate and settle for being like tortured, and then go back to them begging. And then to always constantly be reminded and then remember, just years ago I could still like walk around just a lot, and like I was still running. I was still able to run every day for years still, while I was still begging my dad just to listen, because there was all these options still. And then I just had to watch everything get just destroyed, as every day I just kept putting in more work and then taking more pain, watching my teeth like shift from like clenching down from the anger and the pain both combined, watching my whole body break down. And then they're still my parents to this day. I could have been dead every damn time because the pain was that bad, and it didn't make any sense to actually like live like that. But and then it just doesn't matter. Like no matter how much I've spoken about it, there's never any type of justice or accountability or anything for me on my end, because they always have this control and this stranglehold. How would I ever? As I was born after they were the parents and they had all the money and they're just broken people. Something's defective in the brain. And they like make me like an enemy for just calling out the truth. They can't have they can't have any type of narrative that goes against their narrative. Like some kind of thing they made up in their brain. And they just simply don't care, like, about the amount of pain. And then, I don't know if really they were sadistic after all, or what. It just doesn't make sense. How could you even do that every day? But then, yeah, because if they don't care at all, and they have, like, like the slightest empathy, then I can see it going that way through just not caring. Caring just enough to portray an image that they help, and then just successfully do that. If I died, they would be playing victim and saying like how they were, he didn't take our help, you know, like all this crap. I've done living with knowing how they would be doing, like what they would be saying even. It's too much, even just after so many years. And then there's just nobody. It's like, I don't want to make a channel doing stuff like that anyway. There's like nobody has any channels that are real anyway. It's just me. It's like basically, it's like I'm like the only channel on that where I just like say the truth of everything, and everyone else is just entertainment and stuff, basically. And I felt I didn't have a choice but to document things because I had no control other than that. So. You wouldn't understand, like, if unless you had to like live like me, where you could only wear certain clothing, you could only go outside how much because of the amount of heat and the type of clothing you have to wear, and then also the pressure, and then every step taken, and then back again. I go back to this all could have been avoided had my parents just listened to me at any time. And then I put my energy in private, like speak begging, just this. It would have cost him less, so it made no sense. And I was dealing with this guy, he's constantly blaming me for like financial stuff that made zero sense, and he was paying things, he was just wasting money and paying for things that I didn't even, I said not to get. My whole entire life was just this like weird people that just lied and stole from me, blamed me, said I was the one costing everything when they're like just choosing things to spend on and then saying that they're doing it to help. It's all this guise of helping type stuff that certain people type do, certain personality types. And here I was just calling everything out, and like I was smart about this since I was a little kid even, and I can't get any like acknowledgement of the reality of it. It's just sad. Because my body worked. Like everything was like, and I made it till what? Just a couple of years ago is where like things tapped out, and I had to like accept I couldn't even run anymore because I'm the type of person who pushes through like extreme pains as long as it's the healthy thing to do, and I keep doing the right things. That's what I do. And then I had to accept, once I pushed it that far, I couldn't do it anymore. Like it was that painful. But I went so many, I'm 40 years old. I went so many years and I got so close to achieving what I knew could be achieved, and then my parents just ripped everything away again because they wouldn't allow. There was just these couple details to just be fixed that were tormenting me, and still are tormenting me. So they are the most evil people that have ever been closer to me. Nobody else has ever done anything like my parents have done to me. It's like the whole thing flipped upside down, and you can't. Like the right thing, after they basically poisoned me with like all the different pills, would be to let me just like die, like show mercy and like just because I was living with like agonizing side effects and crap. It's the thing, it's like nobody cares, and people care about like stupid movies that show. It's like I watched movies. I remember when I was a kid and I would watch a movie and it'd be like, oh wow, this person went through all this much. It's like it wouldn't even scratch the surface, and it would have to be like multiple like novels of movies for my entire life of all the damn details of all the ways I was betrayed and stolen from, going all the way back. While I was always doing the right thing. That's the problem. Because if I didn't do the right thing, and if I didn't take care of my own responsibilities, then I wouldn't be so angry about it all. Me fighting for all this. And there is no, like, I went to years of different therapists and stuff, and I had it all proven to me that like none of these people are capable or like fit to deal with a situation like this. And most therapists are just like kind of like infantile and just reciting lines, and they're not in any position to help in a situation like I've grown up in. It's such a different level. Like it's more like it feels like to me people these days just use therapy and then they have that as an excuse. Like the people that don't have the most severe, like big problems at all, really. It's like my dad, he has a therapist, and it's just an excuse. He doesn't do any work. He doesn't try to do anything. It's just the most bizarre. If I wish that just to get them, if I could just get them in a room and put a video camera on and just talk, I just say this stuff and then just see what their response, it would be the most like weird and manipulative thing, or it'd be like just flat out denial. I don't know exactly, but it'd be interesting to like, because there's nothing you could do. Except they would come no, actually I know what they would come and they would try to attack me and like pivot and then start pointing at different things, and then it would be up to me not to react the same way, because they know exactly, they triggered everything, or they used to know. Now it's a little bit different because certain things with my own progression, I suppose, but It was never meant to be that. They were all just logical reactions of anyone that would be tormented and like have their pains like exploited and made worse. That's how you're gonna react as an animal. Like, and and I think I did extraordinarily well to even survive. It just comes down to so it's all the money wasted and that guy, the nerve is still blaming, wasting money, blaming me, destroying like what's left of my life, whatever is left. Like there was a, like I shouldn't be doing this. It's like it's just all the complete inversion of what was supposed to be, and the timing. It's like they stole the exact perfect. I could always tell when like I was like in perfect synced timing for where I'm supposed to be, and then how my parents just like completely destroyed and inverted it. Because timing matters as well. Timing is a big portion of things. It's just the amount of work that I put in developing myself. Like I can never deny the amount of time I spent journaling and like write hours and hours and hours a day, try to better myself. And this guy and my mom just flipping everything and pretend like acting like I'm not behaving appropriately when it was just them the whole time. There's just no avenue. There's like not even there's no legal avenue for that. There's no avenue to get anything. And then because there's still, I should have been given back a certain amount of money. So there's no way my dad could like control anything and I wouldn't have to interact with him ever again. That's how it should have been. But he doesn't want it. He will never give up this whole fucking weird narrative and that he has to control everything, even though he's wasting everything. And I told him how many ways to make more money and how I can make it. He stole everything. And then he just didn't even listen to the damn thing. And then I had to watch all the different stuff play out. And then I was right again, a billion times. Only people that ever did it to me is like my parents. The biggest, like double-sided thing. Pretending to help, like, it's like they put all their energy into like acting like they're doing that, and it's all double-sided. Like it all has these. You never know. That was my whole reason for surviving, was for the music and for the dream that I had to actually do it properly, as I was meant to be and designed for. That I knew since I was a little kid. I never got to even do it properly. While they're like pretending as if I was doing it properly the whole time, or like, it's the most bizarre. They don't even know. They don't even know what the hell anything good is or anything. And I get. It's like watching me like die, basically. Like I don't get a choice, and then this is gonna be even more pain. It's just, I can't, because I integrated everything. I can't just escape it because I have everything work. I have consistently worked so hard to make everything work without substances or anything, and just like working hard and having everything connected. And then it's like I'm stuck to be in like a dungeon basically, where the windows can't open and I can't like and the noise from the HVAC machine is just constantly like there. And for me, that's like a nightmare because like that thing is just like next to the bed all the time. And I can't sleep properly. And then like after all the years, I never like that's another thing. They never allowed me to sleep properly too. And then to think that it's still happening, like there's no excuse. Like that had to be on purpose. Like who would ever set me up in a place? And had he just given some of the money back? Meanwhile, in his head, he doesn't even think he owes anything. It's insanity. It's just a completely different narrative. As if like I made them spend this on the it's like no, the whole time you were fucking like tormenting and experimenting on me and getting weirdos to like give me overdose of medications that nobody took in those doses. It's insanity. And then if I actually was able to just let all my emotions out, and that's another thing, because it blocks my playing ability. The whole thing. I know my entire potential, and it's right there. And then instead, so I can just barely take much more of. Like it's still like so close, but it's I can't just stay like in this place where it's so close but not there forever, where I don't get to like live properly. The more time it goes by, then you start like. Bye.